Hey everyone, I'm back with another analysis of a TGZ game. This is from round one of the tournament, and I don't know anything about what happened except I saw at the end that it was close, and I've restarted the game. So, map analysis is that Ivory can go somewhere here, maybe somewhere here and get three. Clay is a bit scattered. There's six. There are six wood, which is okay. Probably wood is going somewhere here, or it's going to be a little bit two would be the max, unless I'm not seeing something. Okay, here it could go and be within reach of this one. So in terms of positioning, I guess I like here and here because you could get to three potters there. The diamonds, wow, there's three diamonds on this map, and they're kind of close to each other. You could get these two. So I like this spot or this spot. Maybe this one a little bit more to get closer to this wood. You might potentially get a build here. And I'm trying to find a place where I can go, where other people will go close to me, build craftsmen that I can reach to without hopping. That's the goal whenever I'm trying to find a place to go. So let's see what happens. Bridge 4, that's a good pick according to me. That's second best. Not second best, that's also a good pick. Also nice that you get touching this water, which gets you access to a lot of place, a lot of space. Here is fine. Again, thinking about this wood here or here. Derek MD in the worst spot because they are, if bidding goes normally, they're going to be last. So they want to get close to the other players. This is fine. That's a fine pick as well. Okay, what happens? We got a bid, and then everybody passes as expected. Straight away, my map jumps over to the right a little bit because Rick S. Chris took Shady. So already planning for this to be a game where people bid. Some players love Shady. I like it, but I tend to find that I want to pick it later in the game. But it can become a very strong god, especially if there's a lot of money floating around. People want to upgrade and so want to go first. So you want to try and create bottlenecks with it. He's placing his wood carver where it can reach three resources. Maybe two would have been the play to create a bottleneck. He's pricing it at two though. That's fine. Here comes Bridge 4611. He could have built a craftsman, but he's placing a monument where he can reach this. And he took on two, so he's going builder. He wants to build. Yeah, okay. Let's see how it goes. Picking builder in the first round. Builder is very strong. I love it, but if everybody else is going to build primaries, then you're kind of looking at having to build secondaries with it to make it worth it. I think I would rather have built a craftsman here. And Derek MD, what's he doing? He took herd and placed a monument, even though he could have built potter. That's interesting. Dodger placing the ivory carver, which has access to three resources and grabbing Tsui straight away. Everybody running out the gates. I don't like grabbing Tsui early because you don't need it, and everybody is afraid of Tsui and will counter you hard. At least that's been my experience. But let's see how it plays out. Into the next round, Chris is going to get to go. No, he's going to get to go first. He passed, hoping that someone would bid. You don't need Shady for that. No bids. Why would you need to at this point? Okay, so Bridge is actually in a great position now because he's got builder and there's a primary left to build with only. Oh, and he's taking goo. That's again an early pick. Let's see what's left. There's one other player with no god who's got herd, so they're not going to steal goo from you with herd as well. So you could have waited and seen how it plays out. There's no Anansi, so that's nice for goo to know. No Engai, so less cows floating around the game in general. No Zango, that's cool, because people won't be able to rush out with it. So I like Goo. It's a good pick. It's a good combo with Builder, but you could have waited and seen how the game played out a little bit more before grabbing it. Activates Builder and is building the Potter. Yeah, because of how they've placed their two initial monuments, there isn't a good spot. Well, there's a spot here, right? Where we'd only access one, where they can they can reach both, but with Goo, maybe they're just planning to build a return anyway. So next turn they'll have 5 and might get to build again, or maybe place a monument or upgrade one of their monuments for income. I think I would be thinking about upgrading for income. Price is at 2. That's a sensible move. DodgerB upgrading. That's fine for turn 2. Get your income going. Derek choosing Elegai. VR increasing by 2, so they want to go first. Placing a monument. Interesting. And, yeah, they have Herd now and Elegai. So, hoping to get a little bit of money out of Elegai and maybe getting to go early and using Herd to get income. But next turn he'll have 8, so 6 of them should get locked up into Herd, and then 2 he can use to upgrade, and also he bid, so he gets to go first. Going first at this point, so early in the game, not super important, but maybe he's hoping to like give himself a little bit of that that cattle from Elegai. Could be also be giving it to Shady as well. Okay, the Shady player upgrading, very standard move. It's fine. Let's go. Let's see what happened. Derek. Okay, yeah, bidding with, I don't know how to say this god, Elegui, Elegui, Elgua. No idea. But he got 1, gave 1 to Shady. He'll get to go first. Who nobody in their right mind will be bidding at this point. So he gets to Herd. He's got 3 left over. He only needed 2. He upgrades using Bridge 4s. You're always looking to give, if you're deciding between players, who's the least, the lowest threat. I don't know if I would have picked Bridge 4 there because he's got Goo, and you're essentially just Goo needs cows to get his engine going and then goes on a building spree. And if Goo gets going here, there's no one Anzi to temper his prices, so he could be setting super high prices. That might not have been the pick. His other option was Shady, who, yeah, I think he didn't want to give to him because he'd been giving him cows already. And then, of course, you don't want to give it to Tsui because they will very much enjoy just keeping all the cattle to themselves and upgrading on their own. But I guess if I was picking there, giving it to Goo means this early Tsui rush gets overbuilt faster. So not the worst choice. And maybe that's what they were thinking. Bridge 4 now also with an upgrade. That's a fine idea. Okay, did they upgrade both there? And who did they use? That was Dodger. They hubbed. Okay. Would be a hub of 1. That's fine. Always prefer to hub to feed myself than to give other people cattle. Rick placing the second monument. They will need it to win. Everybody will need a second monument to get out of here. Alright. Same again. Bidding with their god that I cannot pronounce. Pass from Shady, loving this free money, and then Bridge 4 actually with a bid, bidding 3 cows. Oh, I don't love this. I guess they're hoping to get in front of Dodger and build the. Yeah, you gotta stop this, right? You gotta stop this upgrade. Because they'll get to level 4 and then have 4 income every turn and be like 14 of 25. Then they place another monument, and they're only 10 away, and they can, it's a disaster. So I think this is a good idea from bridge 4, even though it hurts to give away the 2 cows. Everybody passes round. Please make me be right, and you're going to overbuild. Yes. I like this play because I predicted it. Derek, now with upgrade. So they're just herding and using the infrastructure that's there. They're not building any of their own. Doing great. Getting the upgrades. Okay, but did they herd? And yeah, they got the herd a little bit. So they'll be happy with that. 17 to go. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they can pop all these before all the, well, prices are starting to rise because of this. But if they can get well, and they're too far away from this, but still. So it's 5 for this, 5 for that, and then they're at 4, 8. Then they're up into like 21 if I can count. So getting close, and then they're gonna have to start paying high prices. But you know, they can take a break and use herd for a while to make the money, and they have Guy to make sure they can go first. This is nice. Doesn't feel nice not having your own infrastructure. I love having my own stuff that I can just feed. But this is legit. Okay. Yes. Yeah, DodgerB felt that. He's placing a monument. That's a fine move. And then Rick, the what? The shady player with shaman. I have never seen this before. You're supposed to be making bottlenecks, not breaking bottlenecks. So he places a wood here so that they can upgrade. And let's see what have they got for. Okay, so they got to do both of their. Did they do both of theirs or just one? Can't read it. All right, so yeah, 1, 2. They do this so that they can upgrade both of their monuments, which I mean, yeah, it's important. And he is like putting the wood here on his own resource so people can feed him, and he's just, you know, he's got the most cattle out of everybody. So what do I know? Still though, generally with Shady, you want to make bottlenecks where people want to bid up in order to get access to this, but that can come later, especially with the secondary. All right, bidding, giving to himself, another cattle. Those cattle are very precious when you have herd, especially in the beginning when you're trying to like do upgrades and give 6 cattle to that herd to make it worth it. Pass from the shady player. Again, I just think Goo is chasing their tail. Losing 2 cattle to return to bids means you're not getting to recycle that onto your builder. And I don't, was there something urgent here that needed to be stopped? Let me think. So, yeah, maybe black getting that upgrade. And so here we go. I guess this is going to be again activating builder, placing, yeah, the secondary, of course. Oh, don't like this. Oh, I really don't like this. I know you don't want to overbuild your own here, but you're goo, so do it and then make other people pay in VR if they also want to build secondaries. It'll make it hurt that little bit more. The other problem with this is that yeah, you're. I wonder why he's doing this. You're losing 2 cattle on the secondaries of return, so it costs 4. You're getting 2 back from builder. But if you're instead you build out your primaries, with those 4 cattle, you get all 4 back, and then you can use those 4 later to build this, right? So it's keeping cattle in your hand rather than spending it. You want to spend that all at the end, right? Building out all the rest of the secondaries. So don't love this. Either I would have liked to seen these 2 get built out, but even better, I think just bite the bullet, overbuild your own secondary, your goo, right? You can. This is what you want. You want to do. You want to control the whole economy. There's no one Anzi to undercut you. I think that would have been the move I would have done, but I don't remember who wins this. So can't go too hard on anyone. Gotta hedge my bets. Alright, getting the herd for 6 is great. Places down another monument. I mean, yeah, okay, set the price to 3, so that's steep. Here comes... Yeah, okay, this is the Sui play where you overbuild your own and then you can eat your own resources, but that's hard. Oh, it's hard because there's so few of them. So 1, 2, 3. Here he's getting access to 3, of course, but he's competing with this wood, which means he'll have to go first to do this, and everybody knows he wants to go first. And Shady's in the game, and Helliguy's in the game. That's a tough ask. What price is he setting at? 1. I mean, yeah, they're probably looking at the amount of cattle they have and thinking I can get an upgrade that way, but this is tough. If you're gonna go Sui, I would even eat the extra 1 VR and go for Potter if it's available, because then you don't have this competition, right, of over this wood. Here comes. Oh, this is very early for early. So it's round 5. You're putting down diamond, and again, just kind of playing against your strategy of limiting the resources so that people want to bid to go first. Here, yeah, you're setting it at price 3, and I guess you don't want to pay goo. So I can see why they're doing this, but it's only within range of one of theirs. And yeah, look at this. They are shaman players, so that's how they can do that. All right, but let's see. I think I would have saved my cattle, but diamonds are great, right? They do tend to make you a lot of money, especially once all the secondaries come out. Everybody's preferring to use yours instead, but difficult to balance the fact that people are getting close. But hey, welcome to the Great Zimbabwe. All right, let's run through this. Yeah, that's the standard thing that keeps happening. Got 18 now, so let's see what he does. Go and upgrades this turn. He's very close. So using this, upgrade to level 4, that's great, getting the income up again. And now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. And if you double that, that's 10, and that's the number of points they need. So very nicely calculated there. 4 income per turn, and if they full herd, they'll get another 3. That's hard to deal with. Upgrading this here now instead, though, I guess going while the going's good. Now there's 6 away, they only need to upgrade this, and there's a diamond in the game, so that's only going to cost max 4 for this one. And this one will cost them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're looking nice. Didn't get the herd as much as you would like, but I guess now, I think I would have done that rather than getting to full herd. I would have taken this upgrade while it's available, because the bidding is going to be intense now to go first. 16 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if he upgrades this, he gets 10. Yeah, he's a bit far away. It probably doesn't like seeing this at all. The Dodger placing down another monument. He's pretty far from his VR. How could he have upgraded here? No, he would have to hub one. So he could have got this one up, but I think he's counting and seeing that he needs 17. And so more monuments will help with that. But not looking great. The bridge, what is the bridge doing? Building bridges, come on, man. I think they just got undercut by this diamond build, and maybe should have built that secondary, as I said. Now they're building out primaries. This is a point and +1 VR because they're goo. So okay, okay. So now they're just doing primaries and feeding themselves. So everything goes on to builder, and they'll get it back plus 16 for next turn. That's nice. Okay, here we go. Bidding time. Wants to go first, so bidding 2. He's got this though, so he bids 3, and he'll take first if he can do it, because then he's got a cheap upgrade. So forcing other people to bid. The bridge coming out was 4. Dodger 5. Okay, I was going to say he should pass and wait a turn, but he's also wanting to come out here and go first. Oh wow, yeah, okay. The bid of 8. Everybody now wanting to go first. And here we go with 16 cows. Love being shady at the end because big bids and you get a lot of it back. But 16 away, 1, 2, and they've got 6, so they can score 12 if they upgrade everything. Not winning this turn. 4 is a good idea. That 1 extra income can be nice. Doing the 1. So got the 3 and a 1 upgraded. Feeding himself. Okay. Another monument because all the wood is gone, which sucks. And they did a big bid there, and it didn't work out for them. So Dodger's probably not happy about this. Thinking about deleting the website. Here comes bridge 4 gooing. I think you got to raise prices. Although, yeah, building the secondary out now doesn't matter because this is the big threat, and they've got a 2 and a 1, so they don't even need to use this. So there it comes anyway, very far away. Okay, yeah, sure. No, I think I was wrong there. He needs to pick something, so it's going to be, hub to diamond. All right, why is this price 1 though? Why not make it super high? Probably thinking that they're going to have to do an upgrade at some point, calculating that out, although I think I just would have made it super high. Maybe worried about other people undercutting him. Yeah, 5 away, getting close, builds a monument, got 18 cattle, 23 over here, 22 over there, so not guaranteed to go first, but they need so little now. Cost 4 here. Cost 3, and then if you hub 5 up to there, or 5 here even. Let's see how the bidding plays out. Bidding 2. Chris bids 4. Bids 5. 6. 7. Here we go. Has to pass. 8 cows. Wow, okay, so he's going to have 14, which is enough to win. Let's see, 9. Oh, this is so bad. Having to bid twice like this, even was shady in the game. Oh, it just sucks so bad. When you're fighting shady, you don't want to bid increments, right? That's not the way to do it because shady will just have a great time, and they've passed, so they're just getting so much cows now. Not that this is a winning strategy, but if you go back here, right at the start, you got to think, what do I need for this turn? Can I make one single big bid to push everybody else off? And that's much less painful than just this. So let's see it from Bridges' perspective. I don't know when they passed, but they bid 2, right? Here's a big bid of 6 from Dodger, then 7. So he's bid 9 in total now. 8, so 13 in total that they've bid. 9 here, so oh my god, 10 cows. He bid so much that he just threw in. Whereas if he'd have calculated out what people needed and just threw in a big bid at the start, then it wouldn't have cost him so much cows, and he would have been more viable. You got to work that stuff out, and you can go and like copy the game and work it out now. It's very nice. Yeah, he's the most generous, but man, did that cost him a lot of cows. Okay, look at this, 28. That's they can build diamonds for 6 points, getting up to 29 of 31, then only two away. And if they, well, if they had these left, they could have won that way, right? So very close for Shady now and super rich. So this is a very close game. 7 away here, 3 away, 11 coming in next turn. Yeah, and yeah, because they're feeding themselves, of course, they're goo. And that can be the problem with goo towards the end, is that you got to stop and then start using up your own resources in order to stop other players from just upgrading and winning. Goo is very hard to play. I tend to find that I get most success out of raising one monument and then building like crazy. Um, you know, spending the turn to build another monument and up, building up them both, um, kind of put you off your rhythm. And maybe picking early and letting other people know that's what you were doing would kind of put them off giving you cattle, given a choice. All right. DodgerB placing another monument. If they had just passed these last two rounds, they'd be in a much nicer position. Um, but maybe they're calculating and figuring that they need to bid in order to stop the win, which can very much be the case. I'm not going that deep into it. What did Derek do? He actually got an upgrade here, which he's gonna love. Yeah, okay, no, he's only 3 away. Was everything else gone? Hold on, what happened? Yeah, everything else was gone, yeah, and comes back to here, and then this opens up because he places one. And then upgrades. So, the shaman actually working beautifully for him. One could argue that the VR plus 3, he didn't need that, and he could have been winning on diamonds this turn, just building them out. Because he's got 6 in diamonds if he's got a build, and we might see that. This has to be the last round. Here we go. Bidding, start of turn 9, passes. Why would you pass? They're just going for a big goo build at the end, and yeah, because they got a lot of points in the reserve, right? Let's go look at the reserve. They're the only one with those. So each of these is worth 2 points. Cost 4 cattle, of course, but 2 points each. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8 points there that they can score. But that's it. Right. And I guess they preferred that. 8 points there. Maybe they eat a little bit of diamond as well. Don't know. Yeah, I guess they think well, you're not going to upgrade both of these, so you'll get max 6 points upgrading one of them. So yeah, I think you maximize your points by passing there. You need 16 to build out those secondaries. So yeah, fine. Pass and leave it up to everybody else to figure this out. Rick bidding because he doesn't want to give Derek, if he just passes to build the diamonds and then gives Derek, well, I guess he could have left these two to bid it out. Maybe Rick S. Chris is thinking about just upgrading rather than building out the diamonds. That works fine as well, and also denies other people points. And he is shady, so he's loving bidding here, I'm sure. Okay, current bid 19 DodgerB. Let's go back a bit. Okay, good to see this, that people are jumping up in their bids and not just road bidding. Bids 9 here. Derek with 10, 19. I like to see that. But what's the plan? He's going to have 12. I think it was just to make everybody pass so that then they can upgrade 3 and get 4, score 8 points. And maybe they see a pass. I'm not sure. All right. Yes. eating the diamond rather than eating their own. Okay, I guess they got a plan. Oh yeah, I am suspicious of this, but so what was Dodger thinking here? What was he thinking? So he can build, nah, because he got a hub down to this one. Okay, fair enough. And here costs 5, so he's just, yeah, he's only got 12. Yeah, it's not enough. I thought he was within range of this one, but he's not. Okay, sure. Use up the cheapest ones, get the most points. Derek MD with the big upgrade, and so what won in the end was this nice combo of Elegai and Herd. This is actually super well done. Didn't build any infrastructure, just using other people's. Doesn't feel nice at the start, but can be done. Beautiful. 3 over. Let's see what Shady can do. Yeah, build out the 2 diamonds. 3 points plus 3 points is 6. They're 2 over. Not going to be enough, unfortunately. Oh, hello. Why are they building this? Just to deny the points from Goo. Yeah, they're still 2 over and a little bit higher. Because that they had it left over. That was a VR plus 4. Score 2 points for each of them. Net negative. You still end up with 2 over. And Goo isn't going to be happy with that. Oh, hold on. Would they have won if they hadn't have done that? Because that was 1, 2. Yeah, they would have. Wow. Denying it. And with good reason, because he would have gone more over than Derek. So, nicely seen there from Chris. Still lost, but only lost by 1, which is good in the tournament. You want those tiebreakers. Okay, that's the end of my analysis. That was a good game. I like that. Well played by everyone.